Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. This is Plastic Cube and I'm playing Raft Mechanic, a custom game mode of Scrap Mechanic. As you can see, this is footage from the previous episode, because I said that this was going to be a two-parter, and obviously I still need to get the things that I left behind by emptying out my inventory a bit. I got a bit carried away over here and then realized, oh wait, I only needed like 2 spaces. Oh, cool. Let's go back down and get the stuff that I was planning on getting. And take a trip around the crashed ship underwater to take a look to see if there's any more loot around. Hoping there's a loot crate in here, only finding bananas, rotten ones at that. Ugh. Maybe there's something around the ship. There was a comment on someone else's video where Dart Frog pointed out that there's another called Easter egg. So at some point I'll have to come back to this ship and explore that, because there's a couple of Easter eggs that I've already found in previous videos, and I seem to want to collect all Easter eggs in every game I play. If there was a Steam achievement for collecting all the Easter eggs, that would be great. Now, I'll put a sail pointing forward to see if it would change the direction of the raft, instead of just dragging it diagonally the whole way. That didn't seem to work as well as I'd hoped, and now I'm just speeding up the process by getting the raft going. By poking it with a stick. If you notice, it seems to turn slightly to the left but not to the right, which is weird. It should technically drag around the center point where the sail is mounted, but it doesn't seem to do that, which is weird. That is just me getting rid of the sail that might be in the way. Looks like I was going to avoid it anyway. Glad to hear that my collectors are working. I'm going to have to dodge. Okay, so there are going to be quite a few time lapses in this. In between the time lapses, there are a couple of interesting points where I stop the time lapse to say something. But because time lapses still take a little while, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of voiceover things while we're at it. Yeah, this is the first of the time lapses where I got stuck and thought, okay, let me move the raft with the lift to where it's not stuck anymore. I think every time I reset the raft, I have to turn it again. It's empty. Because, as usual, sort out stuff as if I never sorted it out. It's constantly needing sorting, isn't it? Okay, so what did I say? Alright, yes. I think it was on one of my previous videos that someone mentioned my voice being a pleasant thing to listen to, which got me thinking, hey, maybe I could do what Jonathan Raymaker does on his videos and allows people to claim as their channel points a readout of some sort of poetry or something. And that got me thinking, okay, so I've gotten him to do the Vogon poetry readout on his channel, and I thought, why don't I give an example by doing that myself? Here goes. Hope you enjoy. O friddled grunt bugly, thy micturitions are to me as plurdled gabbled blotches on an merged bee, that mordiciously hath blurted out its urted jertles into a rancid, festering, confectious organ squealer, drowned out by moaning and screaming. Now the gerbling, slaged agrocrustals are slurping hagrily up the axle grurts, and living gluples fart and slipulate like jowling metered liver slime. Group, I implore thee, my foonting, turling drones, and hooptuously drangle me with crinkly brindle wordles, or else I shall rend thee in the gobberwort with my blurgle cruncheon. See if I don't. Douglas Adams, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. If you liked that rendition, feel free to comment in the comment boxes below what you thought of that reading, as well as like and subscribe if you haven't already, perhaps even suggesting other poems that I could read in future videos. Obviously you'd have to send me some sort of link to the video, to the content you'd like me to read through. But obviously, if I see it and I like it, I will add it to the next video. For now, let's get back to whatever it was that I was doing. Looks like I'm trying to get past islands. Still going. Still collecting stuff. Great. Okay. Oh, look. Passing a packing station. Gotta remember that that's probably going to be part of the quest. But for now, let's go back to a bit of time lapsing. 3, 2, 1. Right, let's see what happens when we use the telescope to see where we are. Wait, hang on. Isn't that, aren't those both islands of embers? Probably both have the big red farm boats on them. Shouldn't those be like further apart or something? Or maybe the telescope brings them way closer than you're expecting. Yeah, let's time-lapse our way there. Yeah, that should be good. Use the crate to try and turn. I wonder if that worked as well as I'd hoped it would. Probably not. Let's go get the stuff. Ooh, chemicals. Lovely. What am I going to do with those? I don't know. Right, okay, so there's another thing that I was planning on doing. Was reading out a second poetry reading, which is another thing that I've ended up, in my opinion, forcing Jonathan Raymaker to do on his stream. And it was a pronunciation thing. You can watch the game, or you can listen to me do the pronunciation thing. Or you could do both. Here we go. I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you, on hiccup, thorough, laugh and through, and cork and work and card and ward, and font and front and word and sword. Well done. And now, if you wish perhaps to learn of less familiar traps, beware of herd, a dreadful word, that looks like beard and sounds like bird, and dead, it's said like bed, not bead. For goodness sakes, don't call it bead. Watch out for meat and great and threat. They rhyme with sweet and straight and debt. A moth is not a moth in mother, nor both in bother, broth in brother. And here is not a match for there, and dear and fear for bear and pair. And then there's dose and rose and lose. Just look them up and goose and choose. And do and go, then thwart and cart. Come, come, I've hardly made a start. A dreadful language, man alive. I'd mastered it when I was 5. That was a poem about the perils of the English language having such different pronunciation to any other language. And it's one of the things that I absolutely love about the English language, but also hate it because it's such a difficult language to learn. Oh, look at that. We're almost at the island. Let's take a bit of a snooze so that we can give you more light on the subject and see where we need to go from here once we've finished this quest. So the raft on island on lift, so we don't have to worry about any bots destroying it. And lift it up a bit. There we go. Let's go see what the next part of the quest is. Hopefully this is the island that the quest is talking about. It should tell us if the quest changes, because we get to a certain point on the island. Ah, there we go. It tells us to talk to the trader. Trader of it. Oh. Keep forgetting about fall damage. Right, trader. What have you got to say to us? Hello. Ooh, I've unlocked 2 more things. here. Right, what did you say? Yeah, you guys can read it for yourself, I'm sure. Well, it's still a chat. It's weird. Okay, so that must be Bertha, which means we're done with this part of the quest, and that'll be the end of the video as soon as I get back to my raft. If you liked what you saw or what you heard in this video, feel free to say what you did like or what you didn't like in the comments below. Click the like link because it'll help my channel out quite a bit. And if you're not subscribed, it's free. You're welcome to click that subscription button, and notification bell will come up, and you can use that as well. For now, this has been Raft Mechanic. I've been Spastic Cube. You've been great. See you next time. Cheers.